Is Jacoby Myers solely to blame for that brutal blunder?
Yeah, and Jacoby, I thought, handled it incredibly well after the game. He totally put everything on his shoulders and was very clear, like, no, I was never directed to do anything like that. I was strictly trying to make a play, and I appreciate that out of him. I think he's a phenomenal player. It is odd that this happened. We've always correlated the complete opposite with New England. Man, they're ready for every situation. They know the rule book so incredibly well. They're usually the team that, I mean, if you remember, they were the team that against Miami, I want to say like 5 years ago, Miami lateraled a ton at the end of the game, ran by Gronk, but Miami was down in that game. Like, that's the difference. To be in that situation where it was a tie game and to call a draw on that play and then for the subsequent events to happen is so odd for New England. And yes, it forces my mind to think, man, if they had offensive coaches coaching their offense, do I think that that would have happened? My answer is no. Now, do I blame Matt Patricia or Joe Judge for it happening? I don't, because Jacoby stood up there and took it by himself. But to have that happen, and for me to think, did they communicate like, hey, we are, in this situation, we are never doing that? Like, did they go over it in training camp? Or week 2 or 3 of the season.
Did somebody say that in the huddle before? Because you know how many times people say, listen, man, if we got it, we go. But if not, just get down. Let's go into overtime.
Yeah, if you're calling the draw in the huddle, you're sitting there going, hey, guys, listen, if you get close, try and make something happen. But other than that, protect the football. Value the football. We're not giving it away. Worst case scenario, we're going to go into overtime. So I think it is on Jacoby because of the things that he communicated. And I respect the heck out of him for standing there in the locker room and owning that.
Let me say this on behalf of the non-football playing public, those of us who have not been on the gridiron, who have not been on the field. Stevenson had a tremendous game, 172 yards rushing, averaging 9 yards a carry. He was sensational yesterday. Very foolish of him to lateral the ball.
Yeah.
Okay? When you look at Mac Jones, my God, could you at least fake like you trying to tackle Chandler Jones in that particular instance? Grab his ankle, something. I mean, just embarrassing. You understand what I'm saying? I mean,
that was him trying.
Good Lord. No.
Scary.
No. I mean, it's unbelievable. I mean, just that was bad. That was bad. I don't want to hear anything about coaching with this situation. Not this. There's no way in hell coaches had something to do with this. Jacoby Myers, not Jacoby and Myers, the law firm. Jacoby Myers, okay? Let's be clear. We appreciate the fact that he manned up, stood at the locker, answered the questions, accepted accountability. No doubt about that, right? Mad love to him. I'm sure the future will be brighter. That might be the dumbest play we've seen in NFL history. And your name is written all over it. When we think about all-time bloopers, you can come up with anything you want. You come up with the butt fumble with Mark Sanchez.
Yeah.
You come up with a few things. You can't come up with something dumber than what we saw yesterday. First of all, when it was lateral to you, you ran backwards. Then after you ran backwards, you threw the ball about 15 yards backwards even more. Okay? Thirdly, you were targeting Mac Jones when you threw the football. Where was he running to?
He panicked.
Where was he running to? Okay, fine.
The man panicked, right?
Listen.
He's trying to make something happen.
We've seen stuff in Iceland. We've seen somebody run out of bounds. We've seen people run out of bounds. We've seen people. We've seen the butt fumble. No, just say it. No. These are things. These are mistakes. These are mistakes.
But we're supposed to be on the same team Monday morning.
I didn't say it. Did I say any names?
You literally did.
I did not say any names. The point I'm trying to make is this. All I'm trying to say is the mistakes happen.
I mean, man, maybe I will be a cowboy guy now.
Listen. Mistakes.
You know what, Dan? I don't judge people by the word mistakes.
Mistakes happen. What we haven't seen is something that dumb. Now, there's no way around it. There's no way around it. It will go. Listen, it was so bad, the announcer for the Patriots said, this might be the dumbest NFL team we've ever seen. You understand? The announcer for the Patriots.
Say that.
He said it.
But about a Bill Belichick team.
Yes.
That right there is the rub.
It's
that right there is the rub.
It's showing you because We know what Bill Belichick knows.
Right.
Now, we can lament Matt Patricia and Joe Judge being coaches on the offensive side of the ball. We can lament the absence of a true offensive mind, a la Josh McDaniels caliber person replacing Josh McDaniels. We can lament all of that. But what we're not going to do today is accuse Bill Belichick of having something to do with that.
No,
not
Stephen
that.
A., before you
Not
go,
that.
Playmaker, I'm not sitting here saying I blame the coaches, but my natural reaction is to question if they had offensive coaches in that situation. I think that would have happened? That's just my natural reaction to the whole situation because they usually are such a well-coached unit.
And I got a lot of friends. I got a lot of friends throughout the country, you know, but I got somebody that texts me here. See, this is the kind of stuff that annoys me. Let me give you an example of the kind of stuff that annoys me.
Someone bloviated.
Somebody, good morning, bro. The ref blew the touchdown call in the Raiders game to tie it up. Jacoby screwed up, but the ref messed up. That ain't the point. See, we divert, we evade, we divert. That's not the point. The point is that's somebody saying we're not debating why they lost the game. We're debating the flagrant, alarming stupidity of the play, the absence of intellect. Thanks for watching ESPN on YouTube. For live streaming sports and premium content, subscribe to ESPN+.